Boys, welcome back to another video, and today we are back with what will be our final squad builder on FIFA 21 Ultimate Team. And as you've seen in the title, this is in fact the end game squad. And don't worry, at the end of this video, just in case you're still curious, if you're sticking with FIFA 21 for a few more months or whatever, I will quickly cover the custom tactics at the end, so don't worry about that. It's all going to get covered in this video. But if you haven't already, boys, make sure you go down, you smash a like on the video, you hit that subscribe button, and you hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. We've posted so much content through FIFA 21, and we are going to do the exact same again in FIFA 22, so make sure you are not missing out. Anyway, let's get into this thing. So as you can see, we start out in the 4-2-2. I actually do stay in the 4-2-2, but I also use it as the starting formation. In goal, we start with none other than Edwin van der Sar. This is honestly more just because I didn't pack Moments Lev Yashin. I would have used Yashin. I really wanted to use him all year. Refused to pay for him. So we packed van der Sar, and he's basically been in goal for a while. And to be honest, he does do a good job. Then we head on over to right back, and we have the Festival of Football Path to Glory Paredes. Now, when he first got released, he was like a 91, I think, 1991, and I really didn't like the card, but once he got that 96 upgrade and I put him back in the team, really liked him. I actually prefer him to the Llorente. I think he's a lot better than the Llorente. And Paredes, 5-star now as well since Argentina won the Copa America, and yeah, he's a solid right back. And then in the centre-back slot, we actually have two centre-backs. Who'd have thought it? Special mention to Thiago Silva. Got all 4 versions of him here. Beautiful, man. We love you. But you're not in the endgame squad, pal. It is Sergio Ramos and it is Eder Militao. What do I need to say, really? You can't get much more of an OP back two than these two. This Ramos, probably the best defender I've ever used on FIFA. 588 games played, 137 goals. He does take penalties, to be fair, but still, that is a good output, and a lot of it is just headers from corners. He wins everything from corners. And then, like I say, next to him, we have got the Path to Glory, Eder Militao. Was never actually planning on using this card. I was very happy with Thiago Silva, but then I packed him, and it just made sense to put him in since he links perfectly with Sergio Ramos. And over in at left back, we have the Footies Alex Telles. Now, this was recently the Jordi Alba, Summer Stars Jordi Alba, but I had to submit him to complete a certain SBC, which you will see shortly. In fact, I had to submit pretty much everything to complete that SBC. But Telles is actually better than him anyway. This is probably my favourite left-back on the game. 382 games played, 8 goals scored, 48 assists. But he's just solid. He's got it all. He's quick, he's strong, he feels good on the ball. Really enjoyed his card, and I'm happy to have him back in the team. Then, the two defensive midfielders. They are Lothar Matthäus on the left, and they are Footies Marquinhos on the right. This Marquinhos card is so underrated. I know looking at him, because he's quite tall and bulky, a lot of people would just expect him to feel clunky, and I can assure you now, he really doesn't. I call him the cheap hullet. I think he is phenomenal. He can play box to box. He can even shoot. And now, that Team of the Season Llorente taught me that just because you've got a decent shooting stat doesn't mean you can shoot. Marquinhos really can shoot. And the same goes for the man next to him. I didn't think this card was going to be anything too special this late on in the game. But unless I pack Ruud Gullit in the next couple weeks, he will be staying in until the very end. He is absolutely unbelievable. Only 5'9", which doesn't help for squad battles, but really helps online. He feels really nice on the ball. Box-to-box midfielder. Got one of the best finesse shots on the game. And yeah, absolutely love Matthäus. And then the two cam slots, I may as well get this out of the way. On the left-hand side, we play Cristiano Ronaldo, the end of era, start of a new era SBC. And on the right-hand side, we play the Footies Lionel Messi. The two GOATs in at cam. It's a beautiful sight. Now, Ronaldo won't actually be playing cam. Haven't used him yet. Really looking forward to that. Obviously got the 5-star skills, 5-star weak foot now. This card just looks absolutely broken, if we're honest about it. It looks like it's going to be insane. Can't wait to use the GOAT, and I'm so glad the GOAT is back at United. And then we move over to the other side, where we have the other GOAT, Lionel Messi. Obviously use this card a lot more, and in fact, I should give a shout out to the other Lionel Messi that I have, because he has played a lot of games for me and contributed a lot of goals and assists to this club. So I did this 99 Messi knowing that he was going to be phenomenal, and he is. He's got the 5-star skill moves now as well. I mean, it's Lionel Messi. He's incredible. And the two strikers to finish the team off are Ronaldinho, Moments, and Team of the Year, Mbappe. And then obviously in game, Ronaldo plays there, Ronaldinho there. You get the idea. But this card has to be said. So far, without using that Ronaldo, this is probably the best card I've used all year. I only just recently packed it, played 69 games with him, scored 140 goals with 85 assists. Hands down, especially for online, the best card I have used all year. I wish I got him earlier in the year. Because when he came out in January and other people still had normal defenders, this guy must have been a cheat code if you could have afforded him. But you've got to be paid to win. We're not really paid to win too much around here. And the other side, obviously, Ronaldinho was actually my favourite ever footballer before Cristiano Ronaldo. So once his SBC came out, I knew I had to do him. And he is everything you would expect him to be. 5-star skill moves again. A lot of that in the team. And he's just a beautiful, beautiful card. As for my substitutes, they've had to change a bit recently as well. Because like I say, I did throw literally everything in to get Cristiano Ronaldo. I will quickly show you the club. This is all I have left. Ronaldo has absolutely gutted me. So these are the subs we're using now. Dybala, it's a shame I can't play him, because he's one of the best cards on the game, genuinely. Feels incredible. Foden, if you don't know, my best friend passed away earlier this year, and this was his favourite player. So I'm just keeping Foden purely for emotional purposes. I've got to keep him until the end now. Even though he would have helped with the Ronaldo SBC, he's got to stay. Then the next one is Nani. Not had too much of a chance to use him, but he's come on 10 times as a substitute, scored 11 goals and got 1 assist. So I think that speaks volumes about the sort of player he is. Obviously, he's 5-star as well. And the 5-star weak foot this late on in the game is a must, basically. Next up is this Hazard again. He comes off the bench and he scores goals. Not a lot to say about him. He is one of the worst subs that I've got, which only speaks to how good my substitutes actually are. Now, this Hazard is one of the worst. Kimmich is one I actually packed earlier this year. Doesn't get much of a look in the team now because I've got a much better player to come on and play CDM. But over the year, or over the last few months that I've had him, he's come on, played CDM, done a job for me. And this is the man that replaced him. It is the Path to Glory Acuna. Again, this card you can play anywhere, 5-star, 5-star. I've played him at striker, I've played him at cam, I've played him centre mid, I've played him CDM. You can play him left back, right back. You can put him in goal. You can't put him in goal, he's 5'8". But you get the idea, right? Plays anywhere, incredible card. And we finish the bench off with the Footies Atal. His numbers speak for themselves. 283 games, 309 goals scored, and 244 assists. Incredible card. So there it is, the end game team in all of its glory. And like I think I mentioned at the start, this is comfortably the best end game team I've ever had. 99 Ronaldo, 99 Messi, 98 Ramos, 95 Ronaldinho. It's a pretty wild team, man. So, and I want to know, boys, be sure to let me know what your endgame teams are looking like down below. Either type them out or feel free to send me a picture of your team on Twitter, and that is at VDD on YT. The link will be down below in the description, because I'm curious to know what your guys' endgame teams are looking like as well. So, like I said, I will quickly cover the custom tactics. So, over to our ultra defensive. This is basically when you're wanting to hold on to the game, hold on to the result you've got no matter what. If you want to copy the exact bars, make sure you just pause the video, and I will quickly head over to the instructions. Target man and target man set on both the strikers and come back on defense. Same with Ronaldinho and Messi, both set to come back on defense. Again, this is like when you are 2-0 up in FUT Champs and you're trying to hold on to it for dear life. Stay back while attacking on Marquinhos and on Lothar Matthäus, and both set to cover centre, and the fullbacks both set to stay back while attacking. Again, this is your ultra defensive tactics. Then onto the slightly more defensive tactics, not quite as heavy as the other lot. Over to the instructions. We don't have any instructions on the front two. Then we have Messi and Ronaldinho set to get into the box for crosses, and that is it. then as the two CDMs, we have one of them set to stay back while attacking, while we let the other one stay on a balanced attack. This is just so we've got some cover. Again, we are trying to hold on to a result here probably. We're like, you know, 3-0 up, but we just want to shut up shop a little bit, but we still have one of the midfielders set to go forward, and they are both set to cover the centre, and once again, the fullbacks are set to stay back whilst attacking. Then over to the attacking formation. The offensive style here is long ball. The first time we've taken it off balanced. Once again, if you want to copy the bars exactly, just pause the video. Over to the player instructions. We have the front two to get in behind and to stay forward. This is when you're chasing the game. You know, you're 2-1 down in the 80th minute. You switch to this. Or you're playing this whole game like I do. Then you have Ronaldinho and Messi, or the two cams, set to stay forward. Once again, you have one of the midfielders to stay back while attacking and cover centre, while you let the other one free roam a little bit more. And finally, the fullbacks, as always, are on stay back whilst attacking. And the ultra attacking custom tactics, this is when you are, you know, you are literally throwing everything at the game. Constant pressure, fast build up. Want to copy the bars, pause the video again. And over to the instructions. We don't actually have a single thing on any of the front four. And you might be a bit confused by that. You might be thinking, like, why have you not got them on getting behind or whatever? And that is because your tactics are already so aggressive that if you start putting, like, getting behind on these guys, they're just going to run offside all the time and actually be out of position and not do what you want them to do. So they don't have any instructions whatsoever. Then these two, I still have one of them set to stay back while attacking. In my case, it's Marquinhos, just to keep that little bit of cover, because we don't have the fullbacks on stay back while attacking on this one. So those two both bomb forward. So it's nice to just have someone else back to help the two centre-backs out. And there it is, boys. The final squad builder and custom tactics of FIFA 21 are in the books. And it is the end of a crazy year. Like I said, this is by far the best endgame team I have ever had. And you know what? FIFA 21, as much as people want to give it shit, myself included, and fairly so, because the gameplay wasn't ideal. It's been a great year on the channel, and I just want to say thank you to all of you for the support. It truly does mean the world to me. But yeah, that is it. Thank you so much for watching the video, boys. Be sure to go down, drop a like, hit subscribe, all that good stuff. Like I say, let me know what your endgame team looks like, either over on Twitter with a picture, or just feel free to type it out down below. And I will see you boys again in the next one. Cheers, boys.